Check your calendar, my friends. It is April the 1st. That means it's April Fools. And this year, Mojang might have launched one of their best April Fools updates ever. This one is known as CraftMine, and it looks utterly fantastic. It may even rival the legendary Infinite snapshot that came out 5 years ago. This has been a fan favorite for a long time, and it kind of feels like this one is expanding on that original idea. Instead of random dimensions, you will be crafting your dimensions. You'll be crafting your mine. And believe me, there is a crazy amount of depth to this snapshot. I have learned a lot, but I also feel like I might have barely even scratched the surface. So consider this video an insightful overview of what to expect in this amazing snapshot. And before we dive into it, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you want to catch future videos like this. And another reminder, you can still get the Yearn cape. The Minecraft movie event is still running for a couple more days, so if you want to get your hands on this cape, check out my guide on how to do so. Anyways, let's get into this and open up the block that is known as the Mine Crafter. We will be going into dimensions that we craft. We'll be able to find all sorts of interesting things that help us modify these dimensions we're creating. And we get to start off by modifying one by dragging one of these boxes into an empty space. Some of these effects are locked though, so when they have this kind of background to them, you can't click and drag. When they have a regular background, you can. Anyways, we've selected the frog, and then we click on mine to activate this thing, and then we right click on it to enter the mine. And things get a little bit dramatic here. It gets bigger and bigger, the sounds build up the tension, and then we get teleported to the dimension. And upon arrival, you will find this little shrine with a crafter next to it, which is actually kind of important because look at our inventory. Some of this stuff is locked. And if I open up our regular inventory from here, you can see our armor slots, the crafting grid are locked too. This is because as we progress through these worlds, we'll be able to unlock these features that we're so used to. So to begin, you'll want to find a tree and punch some wood. The obvious problem now, Piggy, is that I can't even make a crafting bench. And that's why we have the crafter block. So we can turn this into planks using the lever, then some of that into sticks. And look at me, I've crafted up some basics. Now we can go out into the world and murder pigs, just like in regular Minecraft. Pro tip, take the crafter block with you. That's always a good idea. Now, as you explore the world, you want to look out for this beacon. Sometimes it can be quite far away, and sometimes it can be awkwardly placed underwater. But when we exit the world, we're going to get experience points. So if we go into our inventory and press this button here, we will go to the player unlock screen, which looks like the advancement screen, except we can interact with this. You can see this costs 1 and we have 1 level. So let's go ahead and click that. And now we need to get our hands on more experience points. But since this is a showcase video, I'll be using some cheaty commands. So now we're able to check out what's next. We can use 2 levels for pockets and unlock some of our inventory space. Now I can pick up the trophies from those sheep that I murdered. That's right, when you kill entities in this game, you can get a trophy. So let's imagine that we've gone around the world mining and crafting, getting lots of XP so that we can start to unlock more things. We can unlock the ability to craft in the inventory, but this is only the 2x2. So then we can unlock a crafting table. Now, what's interesting about some of the items you can unlock, I'm not sure if the crafting table was one of them, but when you exit the world and come back in, you will retain this item because it's been unlocked. So we can unlock more and more of our inventory space, and then we can get a furnace, an enchanting table, a brewing stand, all of this stuff for our levels. And these ones here I can confirm will come with you into future worlds. This includes items as well. So if we grab the magic kit, and this one right here, we will be given some lapis and some basic brewing ingredients. So now would be a good time to leave the world and see that in action. But before we leave, I put these blocks down here to show you that they have value. If we were playing in this world properly, we probably would have gathered a lot more. And this will give us experience when we exit the world. So to exit, we come down here and we right click, and then we'll be leaving the mine. So more dramatic sounds, that's for sure. And then we arrive on the other side. Well, hey, an explosion of XP based on the value of those items that we brought back. We have also retained our trophies and gotten this crazy looking item. Well, what you can do with this is go ahead and place it into here. Notice that it said 1. I hadn't actually tested dying in one of these dimensions. That could possibly mean that you come out of it and it becomes a fail. We've now unlocked a couple more things down here. You can also spend your own experience points here as well. So we give it 20 and then 20 again. And now we've got 2 slots to craft our next mine with. I think we've unlocked this one here. Let's go ahead and drag that. And notice how it changes the status of the one next to it. So now we can put this one in too, which is floating islands. Let's go ahead and click on the thing in the middle. And now we go ahead and enter the mine. Do you remember what we're doing? We're paying attention to what's in our inventory. Look at this. We've got back all of these things that we purchased. So now whenever we go into a world, we'll have all of these from the very beginning. And there's a lot of them that you can unlock, and it can be a little bit of clutter. I can imagine that you might want to create a chest and chuck those things into it. Anyways, in the second world, we're going to continue being cheaty and explore more of the player unlocks. And we're just going to start in the crafting tab, because as you can see, there's lots and lots of stuff to unlock. So we can become a master smelter and have a blast smelter in our inventory, and then we can get more experience from smelting items into it. And of course, this all revolves around experience, so that's a good thing to have. But it might not be the best place to put your early experience, because down here, learning will get you more experience each time you go through a world. Anyway, let's stay the course. This will give you some more brewing ingredients. And some of these, I just never quite figured out what exactly they do. But let's look at Bundle of Fortune, because you'll get random stuff inside of this. We got a wooden sword. And each time you come into your world, that bundle will give you a different random item. This is another one I wasn't quite sure what on earth it did. But as we unlock these last ones here, you'll see that we come up against these potatoes. There are hints here as to what you have to do to unlock them. This one appears to be an Enderman. So with some commands, boom, taken care of you. This one gives us Enigma, which looks like the debug stick, except this is called the displacement wand. This is cool. This is cool. Just look, right click, and it'll throw an ender pearl. That's pretty decent. Okay, I'm pretty sure the breeze was on here too. There we go. So watch out for the wind. I guess this is another tool, an enchanted breeze rod. The wind wand. Aha! Look at this. Just right click. Oh, there's loads of ocelots here. Anyway, that's covered most of what's in crafting, but down here where the crafting table was, there's one that precedes it that will unlock all of this. So that's actually hidden at the moment, and I've seen some other ones that are hidden inside of here to unlock too. Like I said earlier, there's absolutely tons of stuff in this snapshot. But while I was killing those breezes, 2 things happened. So let's open up the advancement tab. Okay, Minecraft is just the regular Minecraft advancements. Here we have down the hatch, which kind of encourages you to do the basics. And the one that I just unlocked was this one right here. Pick up a mine ingredient in a mine. From what I can tell, these mostly come from killing hostile entities. Sometimes you get them from passive entities too. Didn't get one then. I've also gotten them from breaking sculpt blocks and other blocks too. But here's one of them right here. This one is spiders, and it always seems to be random. They don't feel like they're connected to whatever it was you just killed. Going back to this screen, this right here is for when you successfully bring one of those back. And there are 93 of them in total, according to this advancement. You'll also be encouraged to create some mines with water world and some other related activities. In the Feats Advancement tab, you'll see here the mention of special events, like over and over again. Each one of these is basically a special event, which we'll explore a little bit later. When you complete one of those special events, you'll get a master key. And again, we'll take a look at what that does later on. Unlocks seem to be related to the player unlocks. These are like advancements for completing the entire trees. And then up here, we have an exercise in futility for completing the School of Hard Knocks tree and then beating a special event. The School of Hard Knocks are upgrades that actually make the game harder, like slowing your mining speed, your armor will degrade quicker from damage, setting things on fire, and slowing your walking speed. And while we're going through all of these different details, let's just press T to open up chat and look at the top left. If you want to know what each of these are, you can hover over here and you can get a description or a hint or something vague. Anyways, we're now going to exit this world, and this time we've got a mine ingredient with us as well. And look at that, we got the advancement cash in. That ingredient is now available for the next one that we craft. I can come into this area and go ahead and place that world down. This time we're actually going to pop back to the first world that we went into. And what you'll see here is that we now have this item, Spy Eye. That takes us to the mine exit. And right now we're actually in adventure mode. So when you go back to your old worlds, you're not in survival. You're just here to visit, wander around, and then you can teleport back home. Okay, now it's time to go ham with the clicking and just spam this thing to get some more upgrades. We now have 4 slots here, and when we get a 5th one, we'll create a different combination, which will actually affect these things down the bottom here. Let's see if we can see that in action. Did you notice how they just changed? It's like what you've already selected will then influence other ones that you can select, which creates for an interesting little system trying to figure out how to get certain ones into your world. And it also looks like you can select the same one multiple times. All right, it's time to go into world number 3. Once again, I will point out our inventory has all of these different items, including the wind charge and the ender pearl ones. And look at that, the exit is right over there. It's really nice when you can see it from the beginning. Anyways, we're not here to play, we're here to be cheaty, right? I think next we're going to check out combat. So we'll go ahead and unlock this, which allows us to unlock the training sword, the chopper. We got a shield, a helmet, a bow. All of these things now appear in our inventory, right? Now, something that's a little awkward with this system is that I'll get an iron sword and keep the previous one, but when we go into a new world, we'll start off with the one that is the highest. And as you go up the ranks, they start to get some different enchantments on them, which is very, very nice. I've also just unlocked Shield Bash, which appears to be an attack with the shield. Let's go ahead and summon a skeleton. Is this actually doing anything? I don't think it is. All right, time to wreck this fool. Aha, look at that. Feel it in my bones. So we got the mine ingredient for wither skeletons. And if we go back to feats, because I've killed a skeleton, we can now do the challenge related to it. So going through more of this, we can get some armor, which can be upgraded to iron. Then we've got some arrows, spectral arrows. It gives us a fletching table, and then we can get some poison arrows. The fletching table can't be used, but it does give you a mine ingredient. So we can get a mace. We can bring snacks with us, and that goes all the way up to the golden apple. Let us now return to our homeworld hub. I don't know what that room is actually called. The fletching table got us amplified, by the way, and this world has skeletons, which I think is what activates the challenge. So here we are in our next world, which is amplified terrain. I'm getting flashbacks to season 3 of Hermitcraft. This stuff is a delight. This time we're going to look at the Gatherer tab. As it says, those are some long arms. This is going to increase the player's reach distance, so you can mine blocks that are slightly further away. Dirt Enjoyer is an interesting one. You can upgrade this over and over again. And what it actually does is it just spawns dirt at the player, which will slowly fill up your inventory. But this is also creating value over time as well. So it's a bit like an incremental clicker so that you get more score when you leave the world. So here we got the tools that will come into the world with us each and every time. You can increase your mining speed several times, and then you can unlock the iron pick. So from here we have a silky pick or a lucky pick. As you can imagine, silk touch for the golden and fortune for the diamond. And then after that, I'm not actually sure what these ones do, but some of them are self-explanatory. You'll have more luck when fishing. You can get yourself a fishing rod, and then through here you can get tridents as well. There's also a way to start off with a campfire. The last one here requires a map where everything is water. However, there is no ocean in this world. Okay, we're going to go ahead and leave this world now. We unlocked a new mine ingredient. Oh, I remember. So when I unlocked the skeleton challenge, it just happened to be the next world that I went into, but it seems like maybe this is at random because this is the one we done earlier in the video for the Enderman. So I'll go ahead and activate that and we'll get teleported into this world with a new challenge to do. All right, and I've unlocked so many items that when we come into the world, now some of them just end up on the floor. And Mojang say there's no inventory issues with this game, right? Oh, I got another right pick inside the bundle. Anyway, we would be gearing up because Endermen are about to spawn, and they're probably going to be angry with me, right? Last time I did this, all of the mobs were glowing. Oh, look, there's one glowing Enderman there. Come here, sucker. Woo! Okay, I get teleported back here. Interesting. And the challenge is over. I'm going to guess maybe that Enderman had like a crazy amount of health and did a lot of attack damage. I've given myself resistance and strength, by the way, just to kind of like breeze through this stuff. Oh yeah, look, it says it's a boss fight up there. Aha, and this means that we get a master key, a shimmering key. And this has component data that means if you give yourself this key in creative, it won't work on these doors. So let's go ahead and open the shimmering door and we get this interesting grid here. There's lots of different rooms. Okay, this is the door I just clicked. That's the door into the room. And then there's other doors out of the room. I've noticed that we've got like next and previous here. Doesn't really seem to do much. If we go ahead and open the door though. Ah, this is actually different from the one that I had seen previously. So I've gone ahead and given myself a shimmering key, but now it would be missing the component data and you just get this like error message here. So you have to legitimately unlock these. Let's hope we can get another one done before this video is out. Oh, look at this. We got Insomniacs, which will double our XP. Oh, so will this one as well. Eternal Rain. All right, let's go ahead and fill this one up. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. It's mixing it all up. All right, this is after you've clicked on the thing in the middle. It does that. Wow, this is a pretty miserable looking world. But for us, we're here to check out the exploration tab. As I mentioned earlier, this one has learning, where you can get more experience after each mine. You also got jump, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and open several levels of this. It seems to go on forever, by the way. The trick is just to continuously jump. I can't clear the weather. I just realized how bad this is for a video. Well, this is much better, isn't it? I'm just going to continuously tap spacebar. And as you can see, we get like a big old jump boost. It's like you get a bunch of jumps in the air. Oh, I've run out. Woo! Woo! Almost into the void. Oi! Apparently falling all that distance gave me this as well. Yeah, there seems to be certain events that just trigger that kind of stuff. So back to this screen, I guess. Not quite sure what this means, but the following one will give you a compass. No, sorry, the third one gives you a compass. And this is super handy because it will point to the exit, which is somewhere in that direction. Aha, look at this. Here's the exit and the compass is pointing to it. Okay, need for speed. What could this do? There's a need for speed too as well. And now I should go a little bit faster than usual. Definitely happens when you go to hot pursuit level. Yeah, it's not too obvious, but it's there. You can also unlock these boots. Okay, we can go ahead and equip these, and it's a little bit awkward, but you hold down spacebar and you get kind of like this speed boost the longer you hold it down for. Woo! Okay, then we got swift sneaking, which you can upgrade to be really fast. So now when you hold down shift, you can actually move at run speed, which is kind of cool. And then you can, in general, just go even faster with speed run, which will give you a temporary speed 2 boost. All right, let's get pearling. Gives you 5 ender pearls in the inventory. Then you can get more of them, more again. And this one just boosts your swimming speed from what I could tell. And that is the exploration tab done. And in fact, all of these that I'm going to show you, except for pets. This one is amazing. So can you guess what we're going to get in here? An adorable pet that will come everywhere with you. There's our little chicken. Comes with an egg. I'm not really sure what that does. It seems to just be a normal egg. As you get further away from the chicken, though, you'll find that it will just teleport back to where you are. These pets also appear to be immortal. You're going to wander away from it, aren't you? That's it. That's it. Perfect. Perfect. You survived. What a lucky little chicken. Okay, so we'll unlock the cow, and no surprises, we've now got a pet cow that follows us around. Can you even be set on fire? You can, but you don't take any damage. So most of these pets are pretty straightforward, but some of them have some special capabilities. And it's not the bee, the slime, or the cat that have them, nor is it the frog or the armadillo. Oh, look at them. Aren't they so adorable? They'll follow you around the world, which I must admit can be a bit of a problem when you've got a lot of them. They teleport you, then they might get in your way a little bit. Also, the last one that you click on becomes active. I didn't notice this before. This one allows you to pet your pets, which might sound strange. You just right click on them and then you get some love hearts. Hi, there you go. They don't breed or anything. They just let you pet your pets. All right, so then we got the axolotl, the mushroom, the fox, the pet wolf, and a pet creeper. We'll come back to that one in a moment, though. So, as you expect, I think the one anomaly here is that the axolotl can follow you around on land. We got the turtle and the polar bear. And then, as you'll see, the wolf here has some interesting upgrades. So, let's go and put armor on it. There you are, buddy. It's now got some armor. We can make it bigger. Look, it's absolutely massive. And then we can put a sword in its mouth too. Before we check out the creeper pet, we need to leave this world. That is because I couldn't remember if they would... Alright, I think we're gonna have to leave this world. What the heck? Hey, look at this. We got another challenge. We'll definitely do this next. Yeah, only 2 of them followed across. This was my active one, and the wolf can't be selected as active. So I think that means because it will attack other mobs that attack you, it's always going to come with you. Anyway, this is unlike any other challenge that I've seen before, and I don't want to see too many more of these because I would like to experience these in survival. Okay, the exit portal is all the way up there. I don't know if you have to do anything on the way out of here. So is the challenge to just simply get to the exit? Oh, spoiler alert, that was it. And now we've got another Shimmering Key. And obviously I want to come in here and open a door. Oh, look at this. It's slightly different this time. Oh, look, I can select if we want to go left or right here. And then we've got a different type of room. One with sugarcane that I can break. What do I do with the sugarcane? I don't know. So the very last pet that I waited to show you was the creeper, because at some point I unlocked this awful explosion thing that would happen over and over again, and I think it was related to having a creeper as a pet. It might have been Fawns++. I think it was that one that creates explosions whenever enemies attack you. They send you flying up into the sky. Is really ridiculous. Okay, it's time for us to leave, and look at where this portal was. That is hazardous. Oh, and that world gave me a Shimmering Key, so let's go ahead and unlock another room. And the layout is... What if I just press escape? Okay, that's interesting. Let's try this door. What about that one that technically goes back? Yeah, we get an error because it would go into the same space. I am trying to find something unique here, but I don't really think I'm having any luck. So let's just open this and... Oh! Barrels? Oh! Oh! There is a new music disc. If you would like to hear all of this... head over to my second channel. I uploaded the record over there if you want to hear the new song. It's called And Action by Tone Deaf Rebellion, and I quite like it. So as you can see, we've just scratched the surface with the Shimmering Keys. This snapshot is going to be full of secrets to unearth, including all of these over here. If you take a moment to read some of the hints, you'll see that there are just lots and lots of challenges awaiting you in the different worlds that you create. And I hope my overview of the player unlocks system was helpful, because you won't blitz through it as quick as I showed it. You'll have to make lots of careful decisions to unlock and help you gain XP faster and faster. I am really looking forward to playing on this snapshot. I think I'm going to dive deep into this, playing it all in survival without any creative mode cheatiness. Oh, and the trophies. If you right click on them, they make the sound of the mob. This snapshot has certainly provided an immense amount of stuff for us to do. Anyways, if you want to hear the new music disc, it is over on my second channel. Leave a like if you want to support the channel, and follow me over on Twitch, as tomorrow I'm going to be streaming this snapshot. No doubt about it, right? Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of all of this. I personally think this might be one of Mojang's best ever April Fool's updates. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.